Good afternoon and thank you for joining me. I'm going to make this video to help explain to people the benefits of solar panels. I'm going to try and keep it brief so everyone's not bored senseless. This is a 4 kilowatt system I fitted a few years ago. It generates about 3,400 to 3,600 kilowatt hours of energy. Kilowatt is the power unit, kilowatt hour is the amount. So that's 3,600 kilowatt hours of energy, which is worth at 15p a kilowatt, which is what most people pay on standard sort of tariff. That is about £525 worth of electricity. So yeah, the thing about solar is, for people to get their heads around, is how you use it. This is, you know, I would put on things like the dishwasher or washing machine middle of the day when it's generating lots of power. If you're going to fit one and then not do things like that, then you're not getting the best value. Also, it stands to reason that the more efficient your household things are, you know, power units, TVs, computers, the more effective this kind of system is. What else do you need to know? Yep, this cost about, all in all, about £5,500. I did used to work in the solar industry, so I did get a good deal, and I did do a lot of it myself, along with some help from my good friend Vic, who is top-notch electrician. This isn't sponsored, but we're in Kent, and we used to work for the Little Green Energy Company in Marden, should anyone wish to, you know, fit a system themselves. I'm not sponsored or any way, just might as well drop that in there. Yeah, so that's producing £500 worth of electricity. That's what's called a return on investment of roughly 10%. I suppose this is what I'm trying to convince people of, is that the benefit of investing in solar. There's all the talk of climate change, etc., but also, even if you don't believe that, think of clean energy, and think of maths. Lots of people investing this. You can have the money in the bank. You know, you're not getting very good return on investment. Personally, all I've ever done is lose money on the stock market. This is returning 10% a year. That's without any feed-in tariff. I mean, that's another thing to talk about, but that's a separate issue. Just the electricity alone is 10% return on one's investment. And so this is a domestic fitting, which are mostly just up to about 4 kilowatts before you need to upgrade your electricity hardware. Personally, if you've got space in a country like Britain, I would recommend, if you have got the space, have 5 to 6 kilowatts. 6 kilowatt would be ideal, because panels from 8-10 months of the year are brilliant, but in the winter months they are tantamount to a bit hopeless. But again, this can be used to heat hot water. These are solar PV, solar electricity, so that then can heat a hot water tank of electricity as well. Yeah, there's also solar thermal, which heats the hot water directly. Right, I don't want to extend over 4 minutes really, because I think with YouTube attention spans, people have heard enough. So that gives people a rough idea. I think I'm going to break these down though, so I'll do a few more videos. Yeah, the best use, best place as well to put these panels at the moment, in terms of us as a nation being galvanised in cutting pollution and what have you. I'm not going to talk about climate change for the moment, it's pollution. And also it's economic sense, because what do you want to do? Import gas, coal from elsewhere around the world, or do we seek to be independent? A lot of people, Brexit people, they want to talk about nations' independence. Well, this is our own way of producing a lot of power. But on another video I'll talk about solar panels on commercial rooftops, because before anyone gets all excited about batteries, which is what the people who make batteries are getting excited about and telling you all about, we don't produce anywhere near enough clean renewable energy, be it from wind turbines or solar panels. We've got a long way to go, so there's no point in trying to fly or run before we're walking. We could seriously do with producing an awful lot more power from commercial rooftops, and it makes economic sense, ecological sense, yeah, all sorts of sense. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for listening. If you want to subscribe, as they always say, then do, but no pressure. Thanks for listening.